Okay, so the next project we're going to be looking at now is something I started a little over a year and a half ago. And I was going to take this guitar body and relic it. And I had never done anything like that before. So it was sort of an experiment to see how it would turn out. And I was doing a bunch of work on it and I put it aside because I had some other things going on. And I decided, well, it's time to revisit this guy and get it done. So, as you can sort of see, I was playing around with relic in the edges by just sanding off the paint, and I was just experimenting with different cleaners and stuff on the body itself. Because what I was aiming for was a guitar that looked like it had been played and worn quite a lot. But personally, I don't like the chipped paint look that you see on some Relic guitars. So I was looking for something a little smoother, it would be a little comfortable to play, and I just wanted to give it a worn look, like, when you look at it, you know it's not a worn guitar, but it has that look, and I Relic the hardware. I'm gonna come back, and what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna resand these edges. I'm just gonna go back, and I'm gonna resand all this, just take it right down to the wood, and I haven't decided what I'm going to put on there. I just want to seal it so the wood isn't exposed. I want to see the wood. I want it to look nice, and I want it to just sort of, like I said earlier, just sort of look like it's worn, like it's been played a little bit. And it's just kind of a fun project. I've never done anything like this before. I was kind of curious to see what it would look like when it's all done. So, like I said, I've already reliced the hardware. That's basically done. It's been sitting. I'll just show you the bridge pickup here. So I've reliced all the hardware like this. So all I did was I sanded off the finish and exposed all the copper, and then I cleaned it up. And basically, I've just been letting it sit. And as it's exposed to the air, it starts to turn that nice coppery color. Like when you first do it, it's a little lighter in color, and as the oxidization naturally occurs on the metal, it starts to take on that really coppery look. Hopefully that's coming through in the film. But so I did all the hardware this way, just to give it that worn in look. So that's basically done, and I've just been letting it basically sit and get darker and darker. um, if you want to stop that process, you just need to apply a little bit of wax on there, just to stop that process from occurring. I'm just going to leave it because the whole point is to make this guitar look used and worn in. So all the exposed pieces, the tuners, the pickups, covers on the neck pickup, the control plate. Here, I'll show you the control plate. The control plate is the same process. And I ended up putting a Fender three-way switch in. I put new pots in, so they're all ready to go. They just got to be dropped in and soldered back into the electronics. So that stuff's all done. I did that a while ago, so I just need to finish up the body. And I found a replacement neck that I'm going to use. So we'll put that on, and we'll probably have to shim it. I put a little piece of wood shim in here, as you can see right here, because the neck, it's not 100% fit, right? So it's going to need a little bit of a shim just to make it nice and tight, but that should be fine. So I'm going to start on that sanding, and now I won't be able to film that, unfortunately, because I'm going to have to do that out in the garage, and it's a pretty messy, dusty job. And I'm going to be wearing like a face mask, and I don't want to get all that crud all over everything. So what I'll do is I'll just show you a before shot here, and then when I'm done, I'll show you how I ended up finishing it off when we're finished the sanding portion of it. This is the neck I'm planning on using for the Relic guitar. It's a used Squire Telecaster neck I got from a buddy of mine, and I've already taken the tuners off. The tuners that come with the neck are pretty standard sealed style tuner. The only difference being is that they've got the two posts on the back. You can see that, and those posts sit inside those two little holes, and that's just to prevent the tuner from slipping when you tighten it, right? So the ones I was going to use are a similar tuner, the sealed style, but they don't have the posts on the back. They have a screw, like a set screw, to hold it in place. So if I were to use the Relic ones, which I was going to do, I would need to drill a small hole to accommodate that set screw. Now that's no big deal. Um, those existing holes for the posts will be covered by the new tuner, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to drill another hole into this neck in case someone down the road wants to put the original tuners back on. I mean, they still can, but then there'd be a hole that would either need to be filled or just ignored, I guess, depending on what the owner wanted to do. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing here yet. If I use the existing tuners, I don't know if I really want to scuff them up and relic them, because these are pretty, budget tuners, right? Like they're no big deal. They came on the guitar, the Relic guitar, the old neck it came on. So I had no problem doing this to them. They're easily replaced. So I'm not sure I want to do that to these. Just because if I ever sold the guitar, I would sell these tuners with the guitar in case the owner wanted to put everything back to the way it was. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing there yet. Um, if you guys have thoughts, put them in the comments because I'd be curious. Like, what would you like to see if you were, say, buying this guitar and wanting to put it back to stock, or would you want to keep it? What do you think I should do here? Because I haven't really decided yet. I'm still on the fence on that part of it. And the guitar is or the neck is in really good shape on the back here. It's got a nice satiny finish. There is a little bit of a blemish here. You can kind of see it in the light. It looks like it maybe got dragged across something, or I don't know, it's kind of rough. I'll probably just sand that out, lightly sand that out, because you can definitely feel it when you rub your hand over it. But that shouldn't take a lot, although those depressions are pretty deep. So I'll have to take a closer look at that. I might sand it just to smooth it out a bit. I don't know if I'll be able to get them all out because they feel pretty deep, but we'll see. I prefer a more satin, like a matte finish, satiny kind of neck, and that's what this is. So, taking off some of this finish is no big deal. I'm just concerned about how much I need to take off to eliminate that. But anyway, back on the front side here, you can see I got some weird red green stuff going on here. All I did was I quickly went through the neck with the fret rocker just to highlight the high spots on the guitar neck. Let me just give you a better shot. So the red, like this one here, this quarter of a fret here, and this one here, they're a little bit high. And I mean a little bit, not very much at all. These green ones here, I just marked just so a little easier to see. The first three, especially, if here, let me zoom in. You can see the string wear on them where the little divots are, especially in the first two. You can really notice it in the light. So these definitely need to be recrowned. They are level though. And taking a really close look at the neck, it looks like the previous owner did a lot of his playing in the first, 5, 6, 7 frets. That's where the majority of the wear on the frets is. And you move up the neck here, and I can still see a nice crown on these frets. So I'm assuming he didn't really do a lot of playing up here. So I'm not really sure if I need to do a full fret level on this, like get the leveling beam out and give the whole guitar a fret level, because they're pretty level. I can spot level these slightly high ones, and I'll recrown them all, especially these top ones. They definitely need to be recrowned up here. But I'm not sure I really need to do a full fret level on this one, because these ones in the higher register of the fretboard are in really good shape. So gonna have to sleep on that. The fret ends are pretty good. They're a little sharp down at the higher end here. So I will definitely need to be hitting those with the fret dressing file. So there'll definitely be some fret work in the future for this project. But yeah, I'll have to see how it goes. Um, I'll have to give it some thought, see where I land on that. So I just thought I'd show you the progress. Like, this is going to be probably a longer series with a bunch of different parts to it. So um, I'll keep you updated as we go. I might change this nut out too. Still not sure on that one. It looks okay. Like there doesn't seem to be any excessive amounts of wear, but that's something I can do later if I find there's an issue there. But I won't really know till I get some strings on it. So we will play that one by ear for now. Okay, so that'll do it for right now. I'll come back and see you later in the next video.